Okay, so we looked here and we asked some questions about what this story is going to be about. So before reading, maybe we said, where is the puddle at? Is one of the questions we asked. Okay, and then someone asked, will the puddle disappear? So we'll see if we can find those answers as we're reading it. And then when you come up with a question, that was before reading our questions. We're just looking at the front cover. Where is the puddle at, or will the puddle disappear? Now we're going to read and see if we can find those answers. And then we're going to also ask questions during the reading. Okay, so this is called a drama. It's a play. So we have a cast of characters here. We have Taylor, Brandon, Carlos, Adriana, and then the setting. Someone asked where the setting's going to take place, or where the story's going to take place. Here's my answer. A neighborhood on a sunny spring day. So it could be any neighborhood. So this is scene 1 in a play. And then I'm going to have someone be Taylor, someone be Brandon, someone be Carlos, and someone be Adriana. I'm going to be Taylor. Okay? Brandon can be Isaiah. So Brandon, Isaiah, anytime you see Brandon, you say those words, okay? And then Wyatt, why don't you be Carlos? Okay? And Kate, why don't you be Adriana? Okay? So Wyatt is Carlos, Zaya is Brandon, and Adriana is Kate, and I'm Taylor. Okay. I am so excited. The Miller Detective Agency is open for business. Now we just have to wait for our first customer. Come over. We are open. Now don't change the page yet. As I begin to read this play, the first question I have is, what will these characters do? Let's put that during reading. What will the characters do? What will the characters do? I'll read it to see if I can answer these questions. These first 3 lines tell me that Taylor and Brandon are excited because the Miller Detective Agency is open. The line also says that they have to wait for their first customer right here. In the picture, I see 2 kids hanging a big sign, the Miller Detective Agency. And they both look really excited. Now I know what these characters will do. They will try to solve mysteries because I know what a detective is. A detective. So I'm using my schema to know that a detective is solving mysteries, and they look very excited. So I think they are going to be detectives. I think they will solve mysteries. You think that's what they're going to do? Maybe. I think using my schema and the pictures here, that's what they're going to do. Okay. Carlos? Wyatt, you're Carlos. We are here to help. What is your problem? Wyatt. This is a very hard case. We will do our best to solve it for you.
I know the answer. I know.
Shh, Brandon. I'm the oldest, so I'm in charge. We need to go and look for clues. So there's that word confidently. It means he's really sure that he knows the answer. Brandon knows the answer. So do you guys have any questions in this 2 pages? What's a question you might ask here? Emma?
Where's the house?
Where is their house? else, okay? Where is the puddle? Grant? How did the puddle get there? So we can see they're thinking about the puddle. So we can tell it looks like it's somewhere on a street, maybe. That might help using our schema. It looks like they were playing in it, right? But now they're saying it disappeared. They're saying it's gone. Okay, let's go ahead and turn the page. Okay, we're going to the next scene, scene 2. There is where your puddle was, this is where your puddle was located. Okay, that just answers one of our questions, right? We said, where was it at? And they're saying it was right here. Okay, Carlos? Okay, so it's taking out her notebook and writing. One puddle missing. She looks around. Maybe somebody stole it. Was anyone around here? Nobody. Maybe it is hiding. I will look behind this bush. Nope, it's not there.
I know what's happened.
Shh, Brandon.
But I know what's happened.
Now I am looking for footprints.
Maybe we should let Brandon.
Okay, so they're thinking maybe we should let Brandon talk. So my question is, do you think Brandon knows the answer?
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe. Okay, let's go to the next page.
Hey, thank you. A puddle is full of water, right?
Miss Alyssa. No, ma'am.
But water can have 3 different forms. It can? Yes. And we are splashing in a puddle, so water is a liquid. If you freeze water, it turns into a solid. Ice. There is one more thing water can be too. It can be a gas. A gas? Yes. When we boil water, the steam that seeps out of the kettle is a gas. When the sun shines on the puddle and heats it up, the water turns into a gas too. The gas does not have a shape or size. Sometimes we cannot even see it. So that is what happens when it's wind into the air, and now we cannot see it or feel it. This is called evaporation.
Mystery solved. So my question during reading this page is, what do you think Brandon knows a lot about? What does he know a lot about, Heather?
Mystery.
Well, mysteries, but what does he know to solve this problem, Lily? He knows about matter. He knows liquid, solid, and gas, and he knows that water evaporates. And that's what he's talking about, is evaporation. When water gets hot, and it goes from being water in a puddle to being gas in the air. That's what he's talking about. Brandon, I'm sorry I didn't let you talk today. You knew the answer, and I was too excited about gathering clues to listen. I think we need a new sign.
That is much better.
We are ACE detectives. Remember, ACE means really good. So she said, just said a Miller, it's Miller & Miller Science Detective Agency, because Brandon is really good at science. Okay, so we answered some questions. Did we figure out where the puddle was at?
Yeah.
Okay, where was it at? Chase? I think it was, where was it at?
In the air.
Okay, it was in the air. Yeah, it was in the air. It went away.
Yeah.
Will the puddle disappear? What was our answer? Gracie? It did. I think it did disappear. We know it did.
But we need to figure out where did it come from.
Well, we didn't answer that one. So that one we would just have to use our schema. How do puddles get to places? Rain. So that we could use our schema. The author didn't tell us that, but we can infer that. Okay, anyone have any questions for after reading that we want to write in the after reading part? You're going to have to do this in another book I read to you by yourself this week. So Alyssa, do you have a question after we read the story about what? Do you have a question?
No, I don't.
Okay. Grant?
Why
Brandon?
speak.
Why didn't she let him speak? Okay, why didn't Taylor let Brandon speak? Here's my question for after reading. What will their next mystery be? What will their next mystery be? Okay, so why didn't Taylor let Brandon speak? Let's infer. Didn't say why. Why do you think? Well, it kind of did. It did give us some clues on why she didn't let him speak. Why wouldn't she let him speak, Xavier? Okay, maybe she thought he was going to say something silly. That's a good inference. But she said something to him. Said, you are what? Emma? Okay, he is a genius, but you are what, Blaze?
You are on the older one.
Right, she's the older one, so she thought she should be able to be the one that does everything. So why didn't Taylor let Brandon speak? I think because she was older, and that's what she said, because she was older. Now, the author doesn't tell us what their next mystery would be, but what do you think their next mystery would be? Think about what they just renamed their detective agency. It might have something to do with what, Chase?
A puzzle.
A puzzle? Okay. What do you think, Heather? Okay. What did they call their agency? They changed its name to be Miller Miller, not Detective Agency anymore, but what? What is the new name of it, Isaiah?
Miller
Science. So maybe their next mystery, that shouldn't be. Their next mystery will have to be with science, right? Will be something in science because they changed their name to science. So that is what I'm going to infer, that their next mystery will have something to do with science. Okay, we need to use clues to answer questions, just not pull answers out of the air. We got to use the clues. For instance, she didn't speak because she said she was older, so I can use my inference that that's why she didn't let him speak. And they changed their name, so my clue for what the next mystery would be that there's something to do with science. So you need to use evidence. We call that evidence in our stories. Okay, we will practice this again, and we will do this on Friday. As I read a book, you'll do it on your own. You'll come up with questions before, during, and after.